Hi, welcome to Acadiana Skies. I'm Dave Hostetter, curator of the Planetarium at the Lafayette Science Museum. Some of you may have heard of a comet that's visible in the morning sky this week. That would be Comet Swan. Comet Swan is not named after birds or anybody with the last name Swan. It's named after the instrument that found it, and that is an instrument that's on board the European Space Agency's Solar and Heliospheric Observatory in orbit around the Sun. SWAN stands for the Solar Wind Anisotropies Instrument. Normally it looks at irregularities in the solar wind, but occasionally it discovers a comet, and in fact it has discovered several of them. This one, Comet Swan, is technically visible to the unaided eye, but probably you're going to want to have a pair of binoculars to have a realistic chance of seeing it. Let's take a look at what's going on. I've set the sky up for the way it would be this week, the week of May 19th, about 5 o'clock in the morning, looking toward the northeast, and this red marker indicates where the comet is. So the first thing that you see is that it's very low above the horizon. Its distance above the horizon is maybe similar to the width of your fist held out at arm's length. You're going to need a very clear horizon to find it at all. That's about as good as it gets, because if you go out before 5 o'clock, it'll be even lower, and if you go out after 5 o'clock in the morning, well, by that time the sky is going to be brightening before sunrise. The sky will be getting to be brighter than the comet, and again, you won't see it. So about 5 to 5:15 is probably your best time for going out to look at it this week. Every day, every morning, the comet will be in a little bit different place. So by the 20th, here. Every day in a different place. Now you'll notice it's not streaking across the sky. Comets never ever do that except on TV and in the movies. But what we're going to do is to rush through the rest of May and June and take a look at what the comet is going to do in that time. And as we do that, you can see that at 5 o'clock in the morning, the comet gets below the horizon. It hasn't even come up yet. And by the time we get back to the point where it's rising at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, by that time we're into July. So really this week is our best chance of being able to see this comet, because by the time we get into July, the comet will be so faint that you're going to need a really good-sized telescope and some serious knowledge and skill in finding things in the sky in order to locate it at all. So this week of May 19th is going to be our best chance. Go out and see if you can find it. Use binoculars. You need a clear horizon. If you cannot find it, getting up that early is not wasted, because over in the southeast, you will also see Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. They will look like stars that are fairly bright, and they are, in fact, the brightest things over there in the southeastern sky just before dawn this week, so they're easy to pick out. Don't be surprised by the fact that they appear to be in a line. The planets always lie along the ecliptic, which is a line that represents approximately the plane of our solar system. And they're always there. Having them lined up like that is the norm. So don't be surprised by that at all. It's just more noticeable when you have 3 or more planets that are up at the same time. That Comet Swan, is going to be over there very low in the southeastern sky. And I hope you will go out, take a look around, see if you can spot it. And as you do, show it to your friends and family, because lots of people like to find things up there in the sky. Don't forget to show them Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars also, always maintaining that good social distance. Thanks for being with us for Acadiana Skies.